Terra Knowlton, and I'm going to be guiding you through a quick 20-minute flow today. Today we're going to focus on loving yourself. Our bodies do so much for us, and sometimes we're not super grateful for them based on hindrances or how they might look, how you don't think your body conforms to society. But I just want you to know your body is great, and you need to be grateful, practice gratitude for everything that your body does. So we're going to begin today's class in easy pose. So you can either sit on a blanket to raise your hips up, help straighten your spine, or maybe if your knees are uncomfortable, your hips are very tight, placing some blocks under your knees if that feels good, supported. We just want to make sure that you're not straining or working in this pose. We want this pose to work for you. This is how we're going to begin class, grounding. So once you make your way to your comfortable easy pose, just begin by closing your eyes. Your hands can rest wherever they're comfortable, and just breathing. Just observe your breath. What kind of day have you had? Is your breath rapid and shallow, forced? Don't change it, just observe. Notice that once you observe, it might start to lengthen and get deeper. Just continue to observe without judgment. On your next exhale, go ahead and push all of that stale air out of your belly, pressing your navel to your spine. And then on your next inhale, fill up from your belly to your collarbones. Maybe counting to a count of 4. And then hold 1 second. And then exhale slowly, maybe to a count of 5. Maybe you find your audible breath. Just keep this pattern, inhaling to a 4, holding for a second, and exhaling to maybe a 5 or 6. Complete a few rounds of your own. And just observe. You might have some thoughts come into your head. Just observe them without judgment. And just focus on your breath. On your next exhale, flutter your eyes open. Make any small movements that feel good. And we're going to inhale the arms up. And exhale, we're going to drop your left arm to the mat. Your right arm down to your knee. Oh, excuse me, I got that wrong. We're going to drop your left arm down to your mat, and then you're going to try to move your right ear to your right shoulder, and just for a gentle neck stretch. Stay here for 2 breaths. And it might feel good if you Reach out, tint the fingers, get a deeper stretch. Alright, we're going to inhale back to center. And exhale, switch sides. Same thing on the left side, reaching your arm out, maybe tinting the fingers if that feels good. And leaning your left ear to your left shoulder. Make sure you're not clenching your jaw. And with your own breath, you're going to repeat this 2 times on each side. Inhaling up. And exhaling down. Last one, we're going to meet back in neutral, easy pose. Alright, again, we're going to inhale up. This time on our exhale, you're going to take your left hand to your left knee for a gentle twist. Looking just slightly up and over your shoulder. Again, making sure you're not clenching your jaw. And inhale back to center. And exhale, right hand to right knee, or left knee, and twist. We're going to do this 2 more times on each side with your own breath. Alright, once you're done with your twists, we're going to meet in a neutral tabletop for cat-cow. You want your hands just under your shoulders, your knees under your hips, and look between your legs. If you can see your feet, make sure you move them out. And our inhale to cow. Belly down, shoulders back, head up. Maybe you find a little bit of movement. And exhale to cat, like a Halloween cat. Arch your back up. Push through your hands. And just go with your breath for 5 rounds. Inhaling into cat, cow. And exhaling into cat. If any pose feels good to you, feel free to stay there. It's your practice. Not anybody else's. Listen to your body. Last round. Meeting back in neutral tabletop. Maybe you sit back on your feet for a second. Roll out your wrists. From here, we're going to go to our first down dog. Planting your hands. Lifting the hips. If this hurts your wrists, you can place a blanket under your wrist just to take off some of that pressure, reach your hips to the ceiling, maybe taking a bent knee if this is hard on your back. And then from here, we're just going to kind of walk our dog for a minute, getting everything all stretched out. And remember to breathe. Finding stillness for just a minute. Taking 2 rounds of breath. And on your next inhale, step it forward to a forward fold. Inhale and exhale, just being heavy for a second. Consider your practice to take ragdoll, grabbing each opposite elbow and just gently swaying. On your next inhale, inhale all the way up. Then exhale, close it out, heart center. Step back here so you can see me. Alright, from here we're going to go find a low flow. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Make sure your back is flat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, we're going to step it back to down dog. On your next inhale, we're going to lift the right leg high. And exhale, bring it between your palms. Maybe you have to help it a little bit, that's okay. And when you're ready, we're going to rise into warrior 1, making sure your back foot is at a 45-degree angle if that feels good. Lifting up, bending your right knee, knee over your ankle, and then twisting your hips forward. Make sure you're really pressing into both feet. If this is uncomfortable, maybe you need to shorten your stance a little bit, that's okay. Okay, on your next exhale, we're going to meet in warrior 2. Turn around so you can see me. Turning your back foot parallel to the top of your mat. If it feels good, deepening your lunge. You're going to inhale, reverse your warrior. And on your exhale, we're going to find side angle, bringing your arm up and over. Just feeling that nice side body stretch. Inhale back to warrior 2. And exhaling, planting your hands and stepping back for down dog. All right, this time on your inhale, you're going to lift your left leg high. And exhaling, that foot in between your hands. Getting your back foot at a 45-degree angle and lifting up to warrior 1. Again, making sure your hips are square towards the front of your mat. And exhaling again to warrior 2. Gaze over your fingers. Inhale, reverse your warrior. And exhale, side angle, stretching out your side body. Keeping your chest open. Inhale, back to warrior 2. And exhale, bringing your foot again, stepping back again for down dog. All
going to do each side one more time. So on your next inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step in between your palms. Coming up for warrior one, maybe shortening your stance. Making sure your left knee is bent over your ankle. We don't want way out over your toes. We want it right over your ankle. Exhaling to warrior two. Back foot is parallel to the end of your mat. Tucking your booty in, maybe. We don't want you to be like this. Inhaling your arm back for reverse warrior. And exhaling for side angle. Inhaling back up to warrior two. And exhaling, finding your foot again. Pressing back for down dog. Maybe do an open mouth breathing here. Next inhale, raise your left foot high. Exhale, bring it through for warrior one. Inhale up. Again, checking your hips. Exhale to warrior two. Gaze over your hands. Inhale, reverse warrior. And exhale, side angle. Inhale, back up to warrior two. And exhale, hands to frame your foot. Back to down dog. And on your next inhale, stepping to a forward fold. Alright, we're going to inhale up. Close it out, heart center. We're going to take mountain just for a minute. Finding our breath again. Maybe closing your eyes. Arms to your side, shoulders away from your ears. And just watching your breath for a second. On your next inhale, reach up. We're going to forward fold. And then we're going to come onto all fours on your exhale. Putting your big toes together. Pressing back for child's pose. Maybe you do it with your knees close together. However feels good. We're just going to take a quick rest. On your next inhale, coming up, again to tabletop. And we're going to cross at our ankles and set back on to your mat. From here, we're going to find a laying down position. Feet flat on your mat. We're going to slowly recline one vertebrae at a time. So we're not plopping. Maybe you put your hands out and just slowly lay down. Once there, inhale your knees to your chest. Give them a tight squeeze. Maybe you find some movement. Okay, on our next exhale, You're going to take your right arm to your left knee, and we're just going to find a gentle twist. Maybe you take your arms out to a T, looking towards your left palm, and just relaxing. And breathing. Feel how your breath is different when you're twisting. See where you can soften. On your next inhale, come back to center. And exhale, repeat the same thing but on the left side. This side may be totally different than the other side, and that's okay. On your next inhale, come back to center. Give your knees one more squeeze. And on your next exhale, release to Shavasana, corpse pose. Finding stillness. Maybe your hands are on your belly or out towards your side, palms up, feet as wide as is comfortable for you. Let your feet flop open, just melt into your mat. And relax. I'm just going to read you a quick quote. The goal of yoga. Oh, excuse me. Before I do that, let's close your eyes. Just relax. Take a few more deep breaths. Soften. Really melt into your mat. And then after that, just breathe. Let your breath return to its normal rhythm. Now I'm going to read you a quote. The goal of yoga. The yoga pose is not the goal. Becoming flexible is not the goal. Standing on your hands is not the goal. The goal is to create space where you were once stuck, to unveil the layers of protection you've built around your heart, to appreciate your body and become aware of the mind and the noise it creates, to make peace with who you are. The goal is to love, you. Come to your yoga mat to feel, not to accomplish. Shift your focus and your heart will grow. Rachel Bratton. Enjoy these last few moments of quiet and stillness, acknowledging any thoughts that you might have and just letting them pass without judgment. Just relax and know that you have nothing to do, nowhere to be, just laying on your mat and breathing. Thank you for practicing with me. Namaste.